Welcome to Elaine Clark VO Real Talking Tips, where it's all about communication. I'm the author of There's Money Where Your Mouth Is, a complete insider's guide to earning income and building a career in voiceovers, and voiceovers for podcasting, how to develop a career and make a profit. I'm also the creator of 2 Elaine Clark apps, Activate Your Voice, 5-minute exercises to strengthen your speaking voice, and Adding Melody to Your Voice, speech improvement instruction and workout. This first series of micro-learning lessons is 52 weeks, so subscribe and tune in each week to Real Talking Tips for a new communication lesson. Episode 13, Be a Storyteller. Create a 3D world. It's time to move on to another area of speech communication, how to be a visual storyteller and create a 3-dimensional world where the listener sees, hears, and feels what you're saying. Hi, I'm Elaine Clark, and welcome to Real Talking Tips, Episode 13. We started this 52-episode micro-learning series by identifying your communication strengths and weaknesses. Then we added tips for getting more bang for the buck, and I mean literally, from my 99-cent 5-minute warm-up app, Activate Your Voice, that strengthens the vowels, adds breath support, articulation, enunciation, and clarity to the speaking voice. Episodes 6 through 8 created a bit of a buzz when we explored ways to land a message and minimize the use of upspeak, plus how to slow down if you're a fast talker, which I'm guilty of, or speed up if you're a slow talker. We then progressed to the body, posture, voice section of how the body impacts the sound, authority, and opinion of the voice in episodes 9 through 12. Now we're at storytelling. It's the buzzword these days in business, public speaking, presentations, podcasting, and voiceovers. On the surface, it means telling an engaging story from a narrative point of view. In other words, taking the listener on a journey of exploration and discovery, holding the listener's attention and guiding the listener out of logical thought and into an imaginative 3D world. But how does the speaker take those thoughts, images, and experiences that live in their own heads and share them with others? I've got 3 storytelling tips that will help your message come to life. How to be a better storyteller. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. How many of you live in an imaginary world when you silently read a book? When you're really immersed in the story, your senses come alive and you can see the people, feel the emotions, hear the sounds, and even smell the various scents in each location and environment. When the phone rings or someone speaks and interrupts that imaginative process, we're startled and abruptly jarred back into reality. When we give an oral presentation, read a voiceover script, or make a speech in front of a group, the reality of the actual space we're in is often far stronger than the images, emotions, and story living inside our head that we want to share. Here are 3 important storytelling tips to help your message come alive. 1. Know where everything and everyone in the story is located. Point and gesture in the appropriate direction to establish where things are in this 3-dimensional world. In real life, we gesture and point to places, things, and people all the time. By not gesturing, it's hard for audiences to visualize and comprehend the situation. For example, if I don't gesture when I ask someone to get my keys and just say, "Will you get my keys?" the person will probably stand there a moment and ask, "Where are the keys?" But if I point and gesture in the direction of the keys when I ask, "Will you go get my keys?" the person will probably start walking in that direction before they even know what they're looking for. 2. Relate to the person you're talking to by having more emotion at the end of the sentence than at the beginning. If you have more emotion at the beginning of the sentence and less at the end, when you say, "I really like you," the attitude changes from like to dislike. But if I begin the sentence with less emotion and add more attitude to the end of the sentence, "I really like you," it's clear by the smile at the end of the statement that I'm telling the truth and really do like you. 3. Let us know how you feel about everyone and everything. Neutral equals bad. Let us know what you like and dislike. That's your opinion. If you're going to be a good storyteller, you have to share your feelings. I call this the George Bush Sr. School of Acting. This is good, this is bad. Bad, bad evildoers. Good, good people. Okay, good people, it's time now for you to practice. Notice how I pointed out to you? I knew you would. Now it's your turn to practice. Here's a section of narration script from my book, There's Money Where Your Mouth Is. As I read it, notice how I gesture with opposing hands to represent the different animals. As the deer and cougar react and move, I follow that action with a hand that represents that animal. When a third animal is introduced, I split the difference and put Carla in the middle. So one animal's on one side, the other is on the other side, and the third one is in the middle, along with her kittens. And then when another cougar or a fourth character appears, it's heard off in the distance howling, and I gesture up and away. Here we go. The deer approaches the opening, unaware of the cougar's presence. Slowly and quietly, Shuka creeps toward his prey. Hearing a twig crack, the deer turns and faces impending danger. There's no time to run before the 6-foot-long, 200-pound male cougar pounces on its back and bites its neck. The deer, a favorite food of the cougar, has met its match. He has fallen victim to the balance of nature. Meanwhile, Carla is at the den watching her kittens. In a few months, Carla will teach them how to hunt. Shuka returns carrying part of his kill. Carla seems pleased with his hunt, and she stands up to eat. The kittens scramble around looking for milk. They mew for their mother, who seems disinterested at the moment. Off in the distance, another cougar howls. Now it's your turn to bring the story to life. First, see and visualize the location and characters. Second, connect with the situation and emotions of each character. Third, take a moment to put it in your body by gesturing in the various locations. Finally, tell the story and let the situation come to life in your body and your mind. Try this exercise of pointing, emotionally connecting with the listener and audience, and creating a 3-dimensional world with any story, meeting, presentation, live performance, audio, or video recording. Thanks for joining me on the Real Talking Tips podcast. To find out more, check out my books and apps and visit my website, ElaineClarkVO.com. Let's stay in touch. Become part of the Real Talking Tips community. Hit the subscribe button and use #RealTalkingTips, #ElaineClarkVO. You can also follow me on Twitter @ElaineClarkVO, Instagram ElaineClark.VO, and Facebook Elaine Clark Apps and Books. And don't forget to practice. It's all about communication. Go ahead, click the subscribe button.